Hi, I'm Casey.
And I'm Mac.
And this is At Times Problematic,
the
Snacks Edition.
Snacks Edition, the podcast where you're going to learn something.
Really not all that much.
Yeah, not all that much.
Not even
guaranteed.
It
maybe a little. If we're playing our cards right.
Yeah.
You're going to learn a thing or two. So we're back.
What we like to eat.
Yeah. We're back.
Yes, we are.
We are. I feel like I look like a turtle a little bit.
A turtle?
I don't know why. I don't know.
I don't see turtle.
It's like the squinty eyes and the neck. I don't know. Like I feel like I.
Turtle enough for the turtle club?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, okay, so we're back, and we have had 2 weeks of cooking. Not really, 2 Sundays of cooking, really.
Sundays, yes. And
the first Sunday, since we last talked with everybody, is we did what? We did steak.
Sweet potatoes?
Sweet potato, yeah, steak.
Yeah, sweet potatoes. And what was our vegetable?
Was it Brussels sprouts? No, corn.
It was corn on the cob.
Yeah, corn on the cob. So we used the grill. We fired up the grill.
Yes.
We fired up the grill.
Third time using the grill.
Yeah. Yeah, and I went out there today. And you remember how, like, when I went out there earlier and then we had the thing that had all the baby spiders on it?
Yes.
And I moved it? Okay, well, now underneath, like, the main shelf in front of the grill, I went out there today to close the grill up and do some stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's an entire, like, web underneath, like, spanning the entire length of the shelf.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't know what web it is. I don't know if it's spider or cobweb or what kind of web, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't there the last time you were out there. Yeah, so I'm... Yeah, the
neighbors.
The animals are taking over. It's official.
Well, maybe they can cook us some foods.
It'd be like, you know what I saw today? Oh my god.
Wood.
No. But a woodpecker. So you got look at you. Yeah, that's good. Like, so seriously, no, I saw a woodpecker, but
cool.
But it was like a fledgling woodpecker, but he was still like this big. And he was like out there, and so that's why I put more bird seed and like suet out and stuff, because I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a big one. It was cool. Like, that was my day today. That was my exciting moment today.
Hey, we all got to have that one thing in the day.
You do. It's imperative that you have that one thing that makes you stop and be like, oh, there's a world outside my world. Right. That's amazing. Right? Anyway. So, so we did steak. And we marinated the steak. So we marinated. I don't even remember what I did for the marinade, but I usually do. I did the marinade. It was
on point, though.
It was on point. Yeah, no. So it was. We're talking apple cider vinegar, a little bit soy sauce, right? And then we're talking salt, pepper, garlic,
like apple juice or
apple juice. Like yeah, some apple juice. I like apple juice in general because it's like not overpowering in flavor, but it will still break down. It has the acid in it, so. In a longer marinade, yeah,
as well.
Yeah, and it does. It was super sweet. So it's like, but balanced sweet. So, when we cooked it off, the rub was pretty basic. Did you do the rub, or did I do the rub, or did we do a rub?
I don't think we did a rub. I think it was just straight from the.
No, I think we did it straight because the we have like charcoal, but we have like hickory chips. Is that what it is?
I didn't use any of the hickory chips that time.
Okay, so we just did straight charcoal?
Just the straight charcoal, yeah.
Okay, so the flavor was really balanced. And the steak was cooked perfectly.
Thank you.
And then you can put anything with that. So the corn on the cob, though, it didn't cook off like super dark, and like it didn't cook off very long. But it cooked off like just perfect, where the corn was like it burst in your mouth when you ate it, and it was so tasty. And
and the way that when we wrap it in the foil, sometimes it's like it's hard to tell. It's like a guessing game and hoping.
Yeah, because the foil gets burnt as fuck.
Yeah,
and so it's hard to tell how.
I've had it where it's like the foil is burnt and then it's like still raw. And well, that didn't work.
No, no, you got to cook it. Like and so
I feel like that worked out pretty good.
No, I feel like you're getting like really good at the grill. Like you got a skill set with the grill. Like you're gaining.
Well, I've done a lot of grilling. It's just the charcoal.
No,
grilling
and that's the thing. Like
new to
if I have a propane grill, I can cook all kinds of shit. And that's why we were thinking originally we were gonna do like bone-in skin on chicken breast. But then I was like worried that we were going to have to transport it into the oven because the grill, if it doesn't hold temp, is going to not cook it well enough.
Yeah.
And then I was like a little stressed out about that, but I was like, okay, we'll just do steak because if steak comes out blue, it's going to be a little bit more durable than chicken coming out blue.
Right.
Like.
Well, yeah, one could kill you.
One could kill you.
And the other, you just look at it and be like, that's a little raw.
yeah. Maybe I can throw it in a pan for a second and I can bring it up to temp like it. Right. So, but chicken you can't really. It's not as versatile in that sense. Yeah. So we did that and it was super good. And our friend John was over. John came by and he hung out with us and he had dinner with us. And so he had a little whiskey. We all had a little whiskey. Knob Creek, right?
It was Mother's Day. Happy
Mother's Day. Yeah, it was Mother's Day. Yeah, and if you're not sober, then all mothers deserve a drink. But if you're sober, then you all deserve a really a stiff, non-alcoholic drink, right. And that is mothers deserve it.
I did read somewhere that Mother's Day is like the least violent crimes are committed. So I'm wondering if that's just like a bunch of, like most of the crimes are being committed by moms, but they can't because they're out to brunch.
But see, here's I'm going to tell you something about moms. You don't understand that if we were all committing violent crimes, none of you would catch us.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. So it's really our children that are like, maybe not today. Maybe I won't today. All right. It's mom. Okay, mom. All right. I really think I really in some I'm being silly, but in some ways I'm actually quite serious. Like I think.
No, I believe you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, it's just violent crimes being committed.
Yeah.
It's not about violent crimes being committed and the person is caught.
Right. Or the crime is found out.
Right.
Right. That's fair. Yeah. Anyway, so that was last Sunday. This Sunday, not Mother's Day.
Right.
We did fried chicken. We were gonna do Mongolian beef, but the week, I don't know how everybody else's week went, but my week, and I think your week too, I don't know, you can speak for yourself, but my week was insanely busy.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it got
very, very busy.
Crazy. Yeah, and then we had a tournament on Saturday. Yeah, which was super cool and fun. Yeah, but it made it so that I could not get all the ingredients together to start the marinade early, and because we would be using like flank steak, I wanted to make sure that marinade got 24 hours on it,
at least 24
so that it could break down some of the fibers in the meat, so that it was tender enough, right?
Flank steak can be unforgiving sometimes.
Oh yeah, we've had it where it's been very unforgiving. Yeah. But so I was like, you know what, we can't do Mongolian beef because there's not enough time, because I haven't had time. And so we went with chicken, and then with the fried chicken we did roasted green beans
and potatoes
and roasted potato.
Russets.
Yeah, roasted russet potato. And so I did. So what we do, and we gotta describe this whole process because it's a thing.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So you can talk about the cooking. I'll talk about the marinade. So the marinade part of the chicken, and we didn't marinate it nearly as long as I normally do. I usually do like a 24-hour marinade on the fried chicken.
It still came out pretty good
though. Came out okay. So a lot like the steak that I did, except that we did the apple juice, just a touch of apple cider vinegar, and then we had bourbon left over for last week, so a little bit of bourbon. There's a touch of bourbon. We did garlic in there, and then we did salt and pepper, and let's see, is there anything else? Oh, chili powder. Now the one thing I feel like our chili powder is not coming up. I think we need new chili powder.
It could be old, yeah.
It could be old because that there's no spice.
Yeah, spices don't necessarily expire, but they definitely lose potency.
Yeah. When we got to do Japanese curry, and when we do Japanese curry, we can really hopefully the kitchen's ready by then. We can take like a video, and like you can actually show how because the thing with Japanese curry, everybody, is that a lot of times you can buy like the little cubes that you can make curry from, but they have MSG in them and wheat in them. and I cannot have either of those things. They will kill me. So
we don't do that.
So Casey and I actually like blend all of our spices, grind them, and toast them and everything else before we make the curry. So it's a bit of a process, but it also makes some extraordinary curry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
we've definitely had lots of compliments from those that have tried it.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that one thing that we might try next time we do curry is that we might like let those spices, like the curry sauce, sit for 24 hours after we create it, and then add things to it.
No, that's
so that it really brings up the flavor, right? But I think that that's one area that it's a fun one to do. It's a lot, but it's fun.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so we had that tonight, and so we have I don't know. We use an oil, like a shortening from Spectrum Oil. That is like a organic Spectrum oil. Like instead of doing lard, we did this shortening, and that shortening, what it really helps to do is to bring out the heat up and then the crispiness of the chicken. But we didn't use that much tonight, so the chicken wasn't super crispy. Yeah, we did half and half with canola, right? So yeah. Anyway, that is. Did you want to say anything about while I sit here and adjust myself? Anything?
There's not really much to say about the cooking process. You heat up the oil. You put the chicken in the oil.
Yeah.
You heat it up.
A lot of oil tonight.
A lot of oil.
Yeah, so we had the canola and the shortening mix.
Right.
Yeah. And then we did the potatoes. We cut them up in like quarters. And then
roasted them in the oven.
Like mixed them with salt and pepper, onion and garlic powder. Roasted them in the oven, and then did the same thing with the green beans.
But you added brown sugar.
I added brown sugar to the green beans. The brown beans. The greenish.
Green beans. There we go.
Yeah.
That was a really good.
That was a nice touch, right? Yeah. Yeah, I could have if I put a little bit more salt on it, it would have really I think it would have been really balanced. But it was great. So we had Red's hot sauce, and it was really super good.
I mixed it with blue cheese for me.
Blue cheese, yeah, I don't do blue cheese. I can't. No. Oh, you know what I thought that I was gonna do? So they can do these tests now where you get like pieces of hair, right? Like you have to get the hair from the root. So like if you use a comb, you can pull hair out from the root, and you send into a lab your hair, and they come back with what foods that you are like allergic to.
Really?
Or not allergic, or like have food sensitivities to.
Interesting.
So I was going to get you a test and me a test, because I think part of the podcast we should take these tests, and they're not 100% accurate at all. As far as I've learned, they're not, but they give you a good idea. Like I did one for Roku, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did one for Roku. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Turns out she's real sensitive to lamb, and so I took lamb out of her diet in any way, and her stomach is doing better.
I'm almost afraid to find out.
Yeah, but if you have to, then you have to. That's one reason why I bring it up on a podcast.
I know that there's a lot of sensitivities out there.
No, but but here,
I don't want to know about them.
Let me play the long game with you. The long game is that we get these tests, and then every time we break the rules, so to speak, because we know we can't eat that thing,
right?
Then we're doing it with a lot of intention. At least right now. At least then we're doing it with intention, versus right now when you're just blindly going out about it and fucking yourself up every day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. No, I completely understand the reasons for doing it.
Okay.
I just don't want, this to come back and be like, you shouldn't eat Twinkies. And be like, fuck.
Nobody should. Twinkie is not food.
No, that's fair. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Why was it Twinkies?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't had a Twinkie in at least a year.
I haven't had a Twinkie in like a decade.
Well, that's because...
Oh, that's right. I have gluten-free. I can't have... Yeah.
I don't think they make gluten-free Twinkies.
No, because there's nothing in a Twinkie is natural.
I think the wrapping
is probably natural.
The most natural part of it.
The plastic exterior. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah.
All coming.
I saw this meme about how the like foods that are banned in other countries that aren't banned here.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of them is like hamburger meat because of the packaging process and the chemicals they use in the packaging process. And so I was like, well, I try to get like the good stuff, like, but also is the good stuff packaged with the same chemical? Now I got to find out. Now I have to find out.
Right.
Now I have to find Skittles because they cause cancer.
Do they really?
Yeah. Some of the dyes that they use cause cancer.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's very upsetting because I love Skittles.
Skittles are tasty.
Skittles are tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very upsetting. Skittles, get it fucking together so I can have Skittles. Oh, I was going to say, speaking of, so I have this thing, and I was telling Casey about it earlier, so I'll tell everybody else about it, where, like, if something comes out that's gluten-free, that hasn't been gluten-free, but I've been waiting for the gluten-free version.
Oh, yes.
I have to eat that thing.
I know where you're going.
I have to eat that thing until I can. I'm tired and bored of it, and then once I'm tired, like the Cheez-It situation, I'm tired and bored of it now.
Oh, that's good.
So now I don't have to have Cheez-Its anymore.
So if they come out with gluten-free Twinkies, what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna. I don't think. I've never been a Twinkie fan.
Okay.
Like I have liked a Twinkie in my life.
You have to be a fan of the food. Free, gluten-free.
Yeah. If they come out with lemon Oreos, gluten-free, like they have gluten-free Oreos, which are pretty good.
Yeah.
Gluten-free Oreos, but they have a lemon version of it. They came out with gluten-free shortbread, like the Walker shortbread. I ate so many boxes of that. I love shortbread. I went through, and I'm proud of myself this time. I only went through 3 boxes of the Cheez-Its, and then I was done. I was like, this is good. Now I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
For a second, I was thinking the Oreos were already gluten-free, but I'm thinking of vegan. They're vegan, but not gluten-free.
They are vegan. There's nothing to them that is animal product.
Right.
Yeah.
Which means that they're not natural at all.
No, they're Cheez-Its, Oreos, Twinkies, all of these things are not things that human beings should process in through their body.
Right. But what do you think we're going to be eating during the apocalypse? Those things that can survive the apocalypse.
Yeah. We talked about shooting spam. Yeah,
shooting spam, right.
Casey, you're going to go hunt spam today? Because I can't do it. I can't bring myself to hunt spam.
No. Open it behind your back so you can't watch me.
No, got it.
Got the spam.
Got the spam. Oh my God. Why? God. Oh, the humanity. Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, that is all for us who are not actual hunters. That is all we are going to survive on. And then when that is gone, we are essentially dead. Like that is it. The zombies don't need to get to us.
Never claimed to be a hunter. I've gone hunting. But never actually shot anything.
No, I've shot targets in my life. Yeah.
Can't claim to be a hunter. I was supposed to. My grandpa was like, "You're gonna." We went deer hunting. He's like, "If we see a deer, you're gonna shoot it." He saw a deer. He was dead before I saw it. And great, but that was supposed to be my deer.
Yeah. No.
God damn it.
No. I could not do it. I could not look at a living being and shoot that living. Like I know it. But at the same time, so I rely on people who can do that. That's let's call that, what is it? What is the word when you're a boss and you give everybody else jobs? Delegating. That's a delegation.
Yep.
Like I am very good at stuff.
Good at stuff.
I will
on a resume.
Yes, thank you. I am very good.
You're good at stuff.
I'm good at stuff, and I'm very protective, and I can actually fight. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so I will set up the defenses of the perimeter, and make sure that we are all well defended. You, on the other hand, you can hunt. You go hunt, and you skin and gut and do the whole thing so we can eat, and never tell me anything about it.
Right.
Ever.
Everything is spam.
No. Yeah, everything is spam.
Everything is spam.
And I'll be like, spam again.
Yep.
You know,
even
like,
though it has a completely different texture.
Yeah.
Spam again.
I'll be like, spam again. But I'm like, you keep finding all the spam. Where does the spam hibernate? And you can just keep finding it. Like, I don't understand. Right? And so
spam nest.
We all right.
The spam nest.
we delegate out all of our jobs.
Right.
And my job is not hunting. My job is keeping the zombies away. Really going to be good at that job.
That's fair. That's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
What if there are no zombies?
Well, then what are we doing? Here we fucked up. Then I don't understand.
It could be. It could be nuclear. It could be. There was actually I watched there was a show in the early 2000s. It was post-apocalyptic, but basically the only thing that happened is all the electricity in the world went out.
You're right. No,
caused an apocalypse. It was kind of cool, actually.
No, what's scary about it though is that with the Strait of Hormuz being closed and not being able to get like oil, and then certain things have been happening to different power grids across the world, like bombings of power grids. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a real possibility like shit's gonna shut down before it starts up. Hantavirus, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, okay, well, maybe it won't be zombies, but maybe at least zombies provide targets, right?
Right, exactly.
You can like,
and someone to blame.
Yeah, you can hear
the to put your aggression towards.
Yeah, you can hear like the shuffling coming through the woods, like shuffle, 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 grunt, like groan.
I just hope it's the slow zombies, not those fast running zombies.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, let me just break this down for you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why there can't be fast running zombies, and then you can try to argue with me, but you won't be able to because I'll be right. Okay, so there cannot be fast running zombies because by nature a zombie is decaying. Okay, so which is your muscle fiber is decaying, like everything is dying and decaying. So therefore, in order to run fast and move fast, you have to have muscle fiber that is actually healthy, mm-hmm. right? So that you can run. Is that your phone? I'll fuck you up, man. I don't even think mine is off either, but nobody's trying to get a hold of me.
No one's trying to get all of me either. So
okay.
Just a random notification.
So the thing is like you have to have healthy muscle fiber to run. So therefore, there cannot be shambling, meandering zombies makes more sense realistic. because everything is breaking down the body.
If we had the running zombies, the zombie virus would have to also give them basically superhuman abilities.
Exactly, and then
also be undead at the same time.
Right, which would suggest the virus would have to inhabit the body as a different organism, mm-hmm. because that organism's strengths would have to imbue the body that is dying off.
No, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say if we did have it
makes sense.
I think so. I feel like I am. Okay. I feel like I've not.
And it also alleviates one of those fears that I actually had.
Yeah.
My fourth biggest fear.
Well, and so if we do get in a situation where there are sprinting zombies, I'll be like, dude, I fucked up. I was wrong.
Yeah.
My logic was wrong. Yeah. Here we are. Sprinting zombies.
You don't have to outrun the zombies. You just have to outrun your friends.
Who are zombies?
Well, they will be once you outrun them.
Yeah. True, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You accidentally, oops, you tripped. I'm sorry. I'm going. Like,
I always tell students, so you don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun your friend, and that's why we teach knee break.
It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Yeah. You don't have to have a final blow to knock somebody down long enough for you to get away.
That's true.
That's absolute truth. Yeah. I like it. But I would be good at killing zombies. That would be my skill set.
I would too.
Mm-hmm. I have enough rage and aggression. I can do that. Yeah. But anyway, so your job would be hunting spam.
Hunting spam.
My job would be securing the perimeter and killing any shambling zombies that happen to be up on it.
Find someone that grows food.
I'm good at growing food.
Okay, there we go.
No, I'm good at plants. I mean, you've seen the plants.
It's true. It's true.
You can't judge by the plants that we have on our patio because I feed also all the animals, and the squirrels get up in the plants to hide all their shit, so they unroot them.
And also, none of the plants that we have we necessarily eat.
No, we don't eat any of them. But there is sage and oregano and catnip and blueberries. There's like a bunch of stuff back there. I have to choose between feeding the wildlife,
feeding us.
And we would have never seen marten. We would have never seen like all these birds, all the ducks that come by. We would have never seen them if fair. I wasn't feeding all the animals.
Right.
So
see, that's the thing. The apocalypse happens, and the animals are just going to come to us.
If they're not in and of themselves already like monsters. Have the virus themselves, right? Like you got to think like like
giant.
It's a thought that you have to consider that this
true.
could be happening.
That is factual.
This is so dark. But I like it.
Yeah,
it's nice. I like it. Okay, so yesterday, I had a unique experience. I went to the opera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went to Carmen and Macaw Hall, and it was fucking brilliant. It was brilliant. It's a 3.5 hour show, I think, and it is beyond brilliant and beautiful. And so here's the thing, though. Like I saw the first act actually in the theater, like in the auditorium. Mm-hmm. I saw the first act. But my friend that I was with had some like jarring family news during intermission after the first act. And so I took one look at her and her face, and I was like, we're not going back in right now. Let's go sit down. There's 3 acts, 2 intermissions. Let's just go sit down. And if you sit down in a certain spot, you can watch the next act on TV.
Okay, that's good at least.
Okay. But here, get this. Okay. So, and it was important because she had to be available to her phone, but neither of us really wanted to leave. Right. It wasn't like an incident and like you were like, oh, it's an emergency, I have to go to the hospital. It was a thing, like a family thing, which is you had to be present for and respond to and do stuff, but she didn't have to be like, let's go. So we sat there, right? We sat there, we got a couple drinks and we watched the TV. And here's the fucking thing that I'm going to tell you. Like we had nosebleed 5th tier seats, like up in the top end of Macaw Hall, and scrunched in there like raisins in a little raisin box, like the whole thing, right? Because it was an expensive show because it was the final showing of Carmen.
Oh, really?
Right. Okay. So it was Saturday night final showing of Carmen. So we were like stuffed in there, and we were fine. We get out there, and then the intermission happens, and we sit down, and we're going to watch Carmen on the TV. And so, which also provides us the ability to talk to each other too.
Right.
But I go to the bathroom. Now, the bathroom is down a hall and to the right. And it's not a short hall, it's a long hall. And so you're going down the hall. And as you go down the hall, you are immersed in sound because the speakers line the hallway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so you are walking into a bath of opera.
Wow.
And I literally stood there for a moment and I was like, what the fuck is this? Because even in the theater, and this is true about anything that you watch in theater, and you're well aware of this, that your set is designed for a certain level to see it properly. So like ground level, second level, potentially third level sees it correctly. Well, your sound is designed that way, and your sound dissipates as it progresses.
Right.
And so you don't get, even though you get beautiful sound, even though it's incredible, it's still not the sound that you would get if you were sitting on the floor, right? When you walk through the hallway of Macaw Hall to go pee-pee on the 5th floor, it is opera. You get inundated with sound. And then, God, you walk into the bathroom, now you have acoustics.
Oh, nice.
And it just, it envelops you. Like,
it probably feels like the most epic pee in the world, too, when you got that opera in the background and you're just like,
holy shit. And it's because, and also we're entering into at some, we stayed out. We did not go back into the theater. And we're entering into like the 3rd and 4th act because there's 4 acts. Obviously, the 3rd and 4th act are a little bit shorter. And an opera like Carmen, like that 3rd and 4th act, they are the coup de grace of the whole situation. So like you need to be present. And so there's this character in Carmen named Michaela, and Michaela is running around, and you see her in the very beginning. She starts the opera off, and you know right away her voice was extraordinary, like beautiful, like these people, men and women alike, can make sound from their bodies that is captivating. Like I know that there's a lot of people out there in the world who are like, I don't do opera. Like I don't want to. Don't even do opera. Just fucking go to Macaw Hall to a famous opera, Tosca, La Boheme, Pagliacci, Madame Butterfly, Carmen, any of those, and you go in there. Just go to the 5th floor hallway by the motherfucking bathroom so that you can feel sound. Like you can feel it.
Might be expensive tickets just to take a piss, though.
I'm telling you right now, Casey, I will take you because it is worth it. I'm going to tell you at some point, like, we're going to miss this act so you can stand in the hallway. Because you don't have any idea. Like, you don't have any idea. There's nowhere in the world like I've ever experienced sound like that.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. And so anyway, the third act rolls around. And Michaela is a strong supporting character. Like she comes in and out throughout. She's not necessarily a part of every scene in the opera. Like she's not present for all, but she has this presence that comes in and out of the opera, right? She's very important, right? And that's established in the first act, right? And so the third act comes around and she has a solo. And my friend happens to decide to go to the bathroom while her solo happens. And she comes out of the bathroom and she's like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, it was pretty much it stopped being Carmen the opera. It started being Michaela the opera. Her voice was so and Carmen's voice was beyond extraordinary, but you expect that because she is the lead. Right?
She has to have that voice.
She has to have that voice. But Michaela, the woman who played Michaela, I was like, I can leave now. I can leave the opera after I heard that. And then the final act came around, and I was like, okay, Lauren, this is it. This is the final act. This is why we're here. We came here, we dressed up, we did the whole thing for this act. And it did not disappoint.
Nice.
It was, So our friend Justin went too. And he messaged me this morning about it.
Oh, did he?
He was like, "Oh, that was so." He stayed for the Q&A afterwards.
Oh, nice.
And Lauren, my friend Lauren and I, we didn't get a chance to stay for the Q&A, but we watched the whole thing and then we left. But he got to stay for the Q&A, and he was just like, that final act though, and I was like, yeah, final act, like that's why you go. And here's the thing, okay, I know, like we're a food podcast, but let me tell you, part of the reason why this
is food for thought.
Yeah, exactly. Part of the reason why this podcast exists, though, is that we both have very artistic sides of ourselves.
Right.
You, music and food. Me, food and stuff. Other art. Like I do stuff. I write. Okay, but here's the thing. Like we were driven to do this podcast because of our love of those types of things, the richer experiences in life, right? And this fell into that hard. Fell into it hard.
No, that's awesome. I can't wait to actually go.
No, and you see, the thing is I told Lauren, I was like, she's like, well, I hear Madame Butterfly is amazing, and I'm like, yeah, I hate Madame Butterfly. I hate it. I hate the story. And she's like, well, why do you hate the story? And it's like, oh, because it's this like beautiful Japanese woman who's dressed like a geisha falls in love with this American serviceman. And, they have this wild love affair, and he promises he's going to come back, and then he never does, and she basically dies because he never comes back. And I think that's a shitty story. And I'm like, but it's gorgeous. The scenery is usually gorgeous. Like, if you, like, even, like, okay. I'm going to say something about this. Whoever did the stage work for Carmen, like, when I first saw it, I was sitting on nosebleed tier, and
Right.
I looked down on it and it looked awkward. But I knew, because I've done art history, like this is meant to be not seen from up here. It's meant to be seen from a lower level.
Right.
So when you look on it, the perspective works. So when we were out watching the TV,
you could probably see it from a better angle.
We could see it from a better angle, so we could understand it. And what it looked like, the way that they did it, I don't know what that was. I don't.
Your ice just exploded.
I think my ice exploded. Yeah.
Fucking weird.
I was weird. Yeah. So what it was is like we were watching it, and it was a factory scene. And what the stage, whoever designed the sets did, is he made the factory look as though it was going way deep into like the far beyond the set would have ever had the capacity to do. Right. And so what he did is you angle it a certain way this way, and then you taper it so that when you're looking onto it, it looks almost endless. And then he put in, the scene was dark, so he put blue light behind the windows, and so it had this blue light coming in, so it just looked like an endless. It was.
That's awesome.
Fucking
I'm a
brilliant.
sucker for set design.
Yeah.
I've built a lot of sets for high school theater.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm well aware of a lot of the going-ons of that. I'm a sucker for that.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I think that if I took any contention with would be the costuming. I think that could have been. And here's the problem with Carmen, though. Carmen has famous costuming, right? The red dress, Don Jose's uniform, his green uniform. Like, it has really set kind of expectations. Like, so many women last night came in red dresses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Carmen is
a
red dress. Shirt. I wore a red shirt, right? And that was intentional because it's Carmen, right? And so you cannot eliminate these iconic costume pieces because they're iconic.
Right.
At the same time, though, you're trying to fit different types of bodies into these costumes, and sometimes it just doesn't fit. Like you have to do a different cut of a different dress to make it work. If everyone was built like a 5'10" slender model, then that Carmen dress would always work. You got to be busty, thin, and have decent hips.
Right.
But people, generally speaking, aren't always built that way.
Right. I know I'm not.
I'm not built that way at all. And so it's just like I could not fit into Carmen's costume in a way that would work. Whereas if the woman who played Carmen was gorgeous, beautiful body, but the costuming just didn't fit right for her body. And it's because they're trying to fit her in these form-fitting, iconic costuming that doesn't work for her body. Whereas if they had latitude with the costuming, perhaps they could have put her into something that would have been captivating for her body. Like, because you can wear clothing that doesn't have to fit your figure exactly, but fashion exists because the way that you fit someone's figure into that, or you fit your own figure into clothing, it is art in and of itself. But the way that the costuming worked for Carmen, and that's not just Carmen specifically. It was, a number of different costumes where I was like, this could have been this, or this could have been that, or this could have been that. But that would be the only thing. I don't think that there was anything wrong with the costume. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was anything negative. I just think that, like, I wish that they had more latitude when they created those costumes, because I think they could have come up with something. Because costume designers. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've worked with a lot of costume designers in my life, and they know their shit.
Oh, yeah.
And if they're going to show up in McCaw Hall, they definitely know their shit. Like, they know their shit. And so it's not to say, like, I'm anything negative at all. It's just more like, I wish that they had more latitude, because she could have had a costume that was, like, raging beautiful, But it is true. Like, Carmen and, like, Pagliacci, the clown, always is a clown. Like, you have some opera.
Is there always a clown in an opera?
No, in Pagliacci there is. Pagliacci is a clown.
Oh, okay.
You know Pagliacci's Pizza, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a clown.
Oh.
Yeah.
They got good pizza too.
Right, not part of the opera, but yes. That was
pizza in the opera.
No. A lot of wine, though. Yeah.
I'm fatter than you are. I'm fatter than you are.
Here's the thing. Nobody goes to opera. I have not. I've been to very few operas where the singers are stick thin individuals. And I don't know why that is. Because you really, I think your diaphragm and your voice and the actual mechanics of singing doesn't require that you have a certain build.
Right.
But I have never been to an opera where, like, yeah, that's a thing. And that's one of the beautiful things about it, too. It's like you can have all these different body types and you can have such extraordinary talent. And I think that it should be revered more and more and more, and that we should pay attention. The other thing that I was thinking of, too, and this is one of those things, like you and I do a martial art that's like a couple thousand years old.
Right.
Right. And in a lot of ways, we're keeping the past alive by continuing to do this thing. Well, opera is the same thing. You know, it is bringing back to life again and again and again all of these beautiful things that were created. Not to, and at the same time, it's still being created right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's this entire beautiful lineage and this way that we can connect to our past and our history through art that is being breathed and expressed in the moment, not just looking at it on the wall or as a statue or anything else. Like, it's moment to moment, it's there. Like, we can go to concerts, we can go to jazz concerts in some ways, you know, jazz, blues, classical, that's all being, our past is being brought back to us in the moment. Opera is like is that, and it's deeper and it's farther back, and it's still it's bringing it forward, and we are experiencing our humanness within our own experience of the past through this art. Mm-hmm. You know, and so I know I'm rambling on a lot, but it was just I literally went to Carmen. I saw most of it on a TV on the 5th fucking floor, and I could not be goddamn happier about it right now than if I had sat there and watched it, you know, inside the theater. Like, I am, like, I recommend to everybody to just at some point in your life leave an act just slightly early. And that's annoying to everybody. Don't do it a lot. Just maybe one time, and just hit the hallway bath before the bathroom, and just get stuck in the sound. It's, I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, having you in my ears in this moment, maybe. But...
yeah, because you can finally hear me in your headphones.
No, I can't actually. I was lying. I can hear me in my headphones, and I find that quite annoying.
I can hear me, but I can't hear you, and you can hear you, but not me.
Yeah, but for like a minute there, I could hear you, and you could hear me.
But then the computer wouldn't pick me up.
Yeah. So I don't fucking get it. I don't do sound. You do sound. You do music. Why don't you figure out the fucking microphones?
I don't know what's going on with it. I do music microphones.
Oh, it's different probably.
It's just one.
It is one. Yeah, not dual. I think it's a MacBook thing.
I also don't do Mac.
Yeah.
Book.
Macintosh. Like Macintosh. Like Apple, Macintosh. Yeah, you definitely don't do Mac. Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah.
So I got to ask then, because this is a food podcast.
Okay.
What did you eat before you went to the opera?
Ooh. So there is this Vietnamese restaurant that is quite good. That is on Queen Anne, Lower Queen Anne, just about like, I got even like block and a half away from Macaw Hall.
Okay.
And it is 2 words, ko and ba. Ko ba. And we went in there, and I got a fried pancake.
Nice.
Okay, veggie pancake. This is all gluten-free, of course. Chicken wings and fried spring rolls that were also gluten-free. They're so good. And I got and so here's the thing though, the pancake was built with vermicelli noodle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you had vermicelli noodle or rice noodle that was fried. I don't know what the binder was. Maybe egg white?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, a little binder for egg white binder. You like flip it and they cook it, and then you have like a little bit of fish sauce with some like julienne carrot and scallion in it, and then you dip in it. It's beyond this world. Yeah. So and really the same build for the spring roll, except I don't know how they did the wrapper, right? So that you had the julienne, like you had the pho. Not the pho, the vermicelli noodle,
right.
And then you had the
exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the it's really the same thing, right? Like right. The carrot and the scallion inside and the veggies inside, and God damn it! Hi, it's not your podcast.
And show your face and not your buckle.
Yep. No. Thank you. So I had the that, and then there was a fried chicken wings, much like we had tonight, except that it was like a barbecue sauce, but it was very good. And then Lauren had like a tofu salad that had and we shared all of it, of course, and like a tofu salad with, again, vermicelli noodle and a lot of the same ingredients, but a little bit more of a build to it. Very tasty. And then I drank a Manhattan, and she drank a lychee martini that had like it looked like, she's like, it looks like someone's ass or boobs, but it was too big. Like, is it lychee fruit? Side to side on it was very beautiful. It was purple. It was a very beautiful drink. But that's the second time that we've been there. And it's not like a traditional service restaurant where you get like a ton of like present service, but you go in there and you scan the QR code, and they come and get your order. They come and get your order, and but it's very busy, so that they're not like present all the time.
Right.
But it's great. It's really good. It's inexpensive. The two of us ate all of that food with our drinks, and we spent about $82 after tax.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad at all.
That's pretty good.
No, it's really good. As opposed to like going into the opera and getting a couple drinks while we were sitting watching the show out in the lobby there, and that was like $34 a drink.
Per drink.
Yeah.
$34 per drink.
Per drink.
Jesus.
No, but I did get a double makers and soda.
But still, that's
it's real expensive. That's like you can buy a whole bottle of makers for $34, you know? Yeah. 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 And we shared it. Like, we just sat and shared it and like sipped it slowly and whatnot. And like, it wasn't like we were doing shots or anything, but you can see the difference in pricing. But when you go into a theater, you expect that pricing.
Yeah, that's true.
You expect it to be like super expensive. But anyway, so yeah, it was really good. Koba, and I highly recommend it. Queen Anne. Very tasty. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, okay. So we did. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the beer that the alcohol that we chose for the wings tonight.
Oh yeah.
I chose for
That's right. By the way, going back, we had wings tonight.
We had wings tonight. Yes, and I was making the order for groceries, and I was asking Casey, I'm like, do you like this kind of beer? Do you like that kind of beer? And we decided on a red beer, because I was like, do you like red beer? And I was like, I think red beer, if I could drink it, would be ideal with wings. Like, I don't know why I feel like this, but I feel like, how did it pair? Did it pair pretty good?
Yeah. Super good.
Yeah. Right. Hopefully. Now the brewery is a Kitsap brewery, so it's local in Washington. So it's not
trying to find that, actually.
Yeah, it's not like a big. My brewery is Dora, which is it's a lager, right? Gluten-free. Now, the thing with this particular gluten-free, and this is what I'm going to go grab a bottle for us to try. Not this one, but this gluten-free, the gluten is extracted. So there are traces of gluten still remaining. So if you are celiac, you cannot have it.
Do it.
Yeah. But we're going to do one thing real quick. We're going to, there's no way to pause, is there?
No, I don't.
We'll just have to cut it. I'm going to go grab the bottle of gluten-free, like true gluten-free beer that I got.
Okay.
The brewery is called Greens.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this beer because like I've tried Ghost Fish, fully gluten-free.
Oh, that's a brewery.
Yeah.
Ghost Fish.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ghost Fish is a brewery and they do fully gluten-free beer.
I had Ghost Fish.
It's tasty, but I'm still more inclined to do Dora or Omission, which is the gluten extraction. But the thing with the gluten extraction is there's a lot of chemicals that are involved in it, right?
The Omission.
The Omission's pretty good. The
is
pale ale,
good,
yeah. But this one is a newer beer, and we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna go grab it real quick. So hang on 1 second. Yeah.
Good.
Fucking walk my ass over.
Walking your ass over.
Walking my ass over to the kitchen. It's too bad it's in the East Wing. It's so far away.
The East Wing. At least it's not in the West Wing. Because that's forbidden.
It's forbidden. We don't go there anymore.
Nope. And this will be perfect because I just finished my beer.
Smells good. All right. Okay, so. Okay.
We'll either cut that out
Yeah.
or we won't.
We will cut it or not. So this is Greens. All right, here. And the specific one is a double ale, spelled with Dubbel ale. Okay? And so we're going to try it. We're going to try it and we're going to see how it tastes.
Cool.
Gluten-free, dark.
Have you tried this before?
No.
Okay.
No, this is like the liquid is a little bit dark there. So more like a stout color. Okay, double ale. All right, ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Sweet.
It is sweet.
Got some like soy on the end.
Yeah.
Right? You feel taste that salt on the end? Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's really full bodied. It's nice. It's rich.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I could drink this again.
Yeah.
It does. It's not like a traditional stout because you would expect more coffee in it.
Yeah, and with a traditional stout, it's also like a lot thicker.
Thicker, yeah.
Yeah.
This is very light.
Very full.
This is very light. Yeah, it's
That is good though.
And it's very sweet on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Very sweet, and as it travels back, you start to feel the salt and the soy flavor hit.
Yeah,
it's very good. That is good. I would drink that again.
Yeah,
and I would picky.
Too. I'm not a. I'm for gluten rights. I'm not gluten intolerant.
Yeah, but you don't know that yet because you haven't taken the sensitivity test. Yes. Did we talk about that already?
We did, yeah.
We did. Okay, because we're going to take the sensitivity test, and at least the point of the sensitivity test isn't eliminate the thing,
but
it's being able to choose the thing when we want the thing and know that we are going to suffer. Like right now, we know we're drinking alcohol. We know that if we don't drink water,
tomorrow's going to be rough.
Tomorrow is going to be fucking rough. So we know we can make that choice, but at least you're not making it every day where it's compounding itself, right?
Right.
So that's good.
And I can pretty much already guarantee that at least dairy, possibly gluten, will be on that list.
Yeah. But next week, hopefully we'll have those tests done. I don't know if we'll have them back yet, but at least in the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to talk about those sensitivities and talk about the testing itself and like how that turns out. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is not one of.
No.
Did you just pull your hair out?
I'm trying. I was trying to get you a hair.
I don't want your hair, dude.
Isn't that what you said?
No, the test needs your hair. You got to comb. You got to get a comb. You got to, and you got to get your hair, and then you got to put it in the little test tube.
I can't just.
You can do that too if you feel like if you feel as though you need to sit in your bathroom and pluck your own hair, then you go ahead.
I don't need to. I just did it right here.
I know. I don't. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You want it?
No. God damn it. It's not like your DNA isn't all over this place already. God damn. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's the main things that I have for tonight. I don't know what kind of timing are we at here today. We're about there.
About there, yeah.
Yeah. So anything else that you have to want to include?
No, I don't.
I think one of the things.
Nothing spectacular happened this week other than the tournament, really. So
yeah,
we already brushed on that.
Yeah. One of the things that might be fun is to get some of our 3 listeners to send us some recipes to try.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be great. If you guys want to submit your recipes, I mean, either I'm gonna pretend that I check our Gmail at problematicpod.com at gmail.com at problematicpod@gmail.com. You can send them there, or you can just go in the show notes and or just write a comment to the video, YouTube video, or the show itself, and then we can try it out.
Or since we know who all of you are, you can just send us a text.
Yeah, and just so you know, Casey and I are in the process of redoing our kitchen, and so that it is set up a little bit better for video, so that you can actually see what we're doing, so that we can include some of that in our podcast. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or not exactly. I don't know exactly what's the right word. I need more beer. So we can include it in the podcast so that you can see how we work and what we do, and how, if there's any upsets to what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah. So I think we're going to do that as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think we want to cook for next week?
Well, we still got to do the Mongolian beef.
We do. And I am not as busy. Well, I'm still very busy.
I won't be here next week.
Oh, you won't?
Because I'll be down south.
And nobody just wants to hear me solo. That is for damn sure. But
I will have a similar, well, maybe not similar, but a story like you had with Carmen, because Justin and I are going to see Death Clock.
Oh yeah, I want to hear all about it. I want to hear all about it. Oh, I love a concert. Holy shit! I was thinking about that because I'm on dating apps right now, and we all know about navigating a dating app, right? But one thing that comes up is a lot of people really like concerts, and so talking about different types of music and stuff like that. And it just, it's been so long since I've been to a good concert. I've been to some really nice jazz, low key, small venue kind of situations, but I think the last concert I went to was
Hailstorm with me.
Yeah, it wasn't even Hailstorm, Godsmack.
Oh yeah, but it was Godsmack, but you left it.
I had to leave, and here. Let me tell the world of musicians a story. I love concerts and I love going, but I cannot do flashing lights. And I tried to stay for Godsmack. I closed my eyes even, and I couldn't stay. But luckily, Black Flag, The Warning, and Hailstorm did not use strobe or flashing lights. Only Godsmack did. And believe you me, I was super sad to leave Godsmack. Super fucking sad.
You're actually a fan of Godsmack.
I am a fan of Godsmack. I love Godsmack. Yeah, they're amazing. Do you know who I started listening to again?
Who?
Tool.
Fuck yeah.
I heard Prison Sex today.
Oh yeah.
And I was so extraordinary. It's such an extraordinary and so disturbing.
Oh yeah.
Literally about prison rape.
Yep. Yeah.
So disturbed, but so good.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you run into shit that it disturbs you so much, but you're like, I cannot help but rock out to it.
Yeah.
I cannot help it. Tool, now it's a perfect circle, though, right? Tool doesn't exist, right?
No, Tool still exists.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect Circle is just a separate band.
Oh, okay.
Still, Maynard James Keenan.
Okay.
And then, so he's actually got 3 projects. He's got Tool, Perfect Circle, and Pussifer.
Pussifer, I need to hear that.
Yeah.
I need to hear that.
Pussifer is a little bit more electronic.
Okay.
It's pretty solid too.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Maynard at all, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I am or if I'm just a Tool. I really love Tool. Yeah. Anyway, so. I enjoyed pretty much everything he's done. So yeah, I was thinking about, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to go to a Tool concert and see what that fucking shit is like? Yeah. I don't know any of their current stuff at all, but I don't think it matters To be honest, like I think you can like that's kind of one of those like bands. I feel like
Tool is a band that you could go and enjoy even if you don't know any of their stuff.
Yeah.
Ahead of time.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Cool. Yeah, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So, anyway, yes, I gotta hit a concert. I'm excited to hear about your concert and how that goes and everything else. So that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited to talk about it.
Cool. So maybe we should end. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have anything else for right now.
Okay. Well, let us know in the show notes. Let us leave your comment, leave your Gmail or emails about
some love.
Hopefully a little bit of love, because Jesus Christ. Like, if leave your maybe a recipe and we can check it out, try it out, definitely. And take some video of that. Us trying to do that. Or just, your love and praise. Because if you want to talk shit, then
we talk shit back.
We do. That's the thing. It's like instant karma around here. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Well, get luck.
And carefulness.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.